Are you looking to shiny hunt these Pokemon? Stay tuned, I've got the locations and techniques for you. Today we're going to go over these lines: Lechonk, Tarountula, Nymble, Hoppip, and Fletchling. And we're going to go for the best way to shiny hunt each one. In some cases, it might be evolution and hunting the earlier stages, and in some cases, it might be hatching eggs. First up, Lechonk. Lechonk is a normal type Pokemon that can be found in the grass and forest biomes all over the southern half of the map. But there are usually a lot of other normal type Pokemon in these biomes. The best way I've found to shiny hunt Lechonk is to make a normal sparkling and encounter power sandwich and head to the Poké Path between the lighthouse and your house. Here, the only two Pokemon that spawn with this normal type sandwich are Lechonk and Fletchling, which we'll actually cover later. The great thing about this location is the Fletchling spawn in packs, while Lechonk is a single spawn. If you walk around slowly enough and despawn Pokemon one at a time, you will actually only see Lechonk. This may not be the fastest shiny hunt since it's not technically isolatable, but you will be able to find a shiny Lechonk quickly. For Oinkologne, you're going to want to do the same thing. Unfortunately, there isn't a good place to isolate it. Next up is Tarountula and Spidops. Again, both of these are going to be in the same location, so you're going to want to get two Tarountula while you're shiny hunting these. Tarountula is a bug type Pokemon that, like Lechonk, is found in the grass and forest biomes in the southern half of the map. To shiny hunt Tarountula, you should make a bug type encounter and sparkling power sandwich and head over to South Province Area 5. There, you want to go just southeast of the large spiral shaped mountain. I found a good area where you can run around in circles and encounter just Tarountula. You got to be careful with Tarountula because they can hang from the trees here, so you always got to look out and make sure you're looking up when you're shiny hunting. If you're looking to get a shiny Spidops, your best bet is going to be finding a Tarountula in this location and then leveling up to level 15. There are a bunch of places you might be able to isolate Nymble or Lokix, but here are some that I used. Nymble is a bug type Pokemon that's found in the mountain and grass biomes, mostly in the western province. I used the area outside of the dark type Team Star base, just south of Cascarafa. Running along that path, you can easily isolate just Nymble with a bug type sandwich. And here, I was able to get 3 marked shiny Nymbles. Lokix evolved from Nymble at level 24 and is a bug and dark type Pokemon. This Pokemon can be isolated too. The best area I found was going up the mountain to the east of the Psychic Gym. If you climb all the way up to the top, near the lake, but not too close to you spawn water Pokemon, you'll get only Lokix with a bug type sandwich. Both locations are pretty accessible for Nymble and Lokix, although Nymble's available a little bit earlier on in the game. Next we have the Hoppip line. Hoppip, Skiploom, and Jumpluff. I had high hopes for these, but it turns out the best way to shiny hunt them is to just find 3 shiny Hoppip. But there's a really good location to do it. Hoppip, of course, is a grass and flying type Pokemon, but the easiest way to isolate Hoppip is with a grass type sandwich just east of the lighthouse near Poké Path. This spot in South Province Area 1 is close to a couple lakes and some ruins, but there's a very large grass area around that where you will get only Hoppip spawning. The first time I was testing out the isolation method, I found 2 Hoppips here very quickly. Generally, Skiploom and Jumpluff spawn in packs with Hoppip in their locations. These packs spawn more frequently the faster you're running around. So while it's not possible to isolate either of these 2 Pokemon, you can have a very good chance to find a shiny in that line if you want to go that route. But I personally would recommend just going for 3 Hoppips. Last up for today is the Fletchling line. Now this one is very interesting because each of them has a different spot you could shiny hunt them in. Fletchling is a normal and flying type Pokemon, unlike its evolutions, which are fire and flying type. The quickest way I found to isolate Fletchling is actually with a normal type sandwich. The Poké Path spawns Fletchling and Lechonk with a normal type boost. The difference being Fletchling spawns in packs. So if you run around fast enough, you'll actually spawn less Lechonk and more Fletchling. It's not exactly isolatable, but if you run fast enough, you will be able to see more Fletchling than Lechonk, and your hunt still shouldn't be too long. Fletchinder, on the other hand, is isolatable. If you're looking for this shiny Pokemon, you want to go to the south border of the Castle Royale Lake. Just south of the lake, you'll see a river that runs east to west. In this river, there's 3 bridges just north of Cascarafa. Here, there's a very large grass area that will spawn just Fletchinders with a fire type sandwich. Finally, our last one today comes thanks to Thunder6209, who left a comment on one of my videos telling me where the best place to find Talonflame was. It turns out that with a fire type sandwich, you can isolate Talonflame in the same area that Iron Thorns or Sandy Shock spawns in Area 0. This area is up and to the left from Research Station 2. If you follow the path, you'll see a big cliff face where the ground is kind of brown colored. Here, I was able to find Talonflame at the top of the cliff, but I suspect you could find it all along the cliff as well. If you made it this far, make sure to subscribe so you catch the Pokemon I cover next time. Leave a like and comment which Pokemon you'd like to see next.